Watch Wolverine absolutely disappear. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, this is definitely one of the single greatest questing synergy teams ever in the history of MCoC. I used to cover synergy teams a lot on this channel, and I'm bringing that back because I think it is an absolute blast. It's a ton of fun, and I've noticed Kabam putting powerful stuff in more and more and more. There's even a little bit of a hint on some 7-stars that were coming our way once I caught on to it. So whatever, that's not what this video is exactly about. This is gonna be about those champions right there, those 5. Look how ridiculous those are. Top tier mutant, top tier skill. Very, very strong tech. And I'm going to show you a synergy that really solves one of the greatest problems people say he has when using offensive. One of the best science champions in the game and literally one of the best skill champions in the game. So yeah, and this is going to actually make them bigger. I will show you fights with all of them showing off these synergies. But one synergy you need to know right now, okay? This is with Zola, and Zola's got it with Red Skull and others, but also with Crossbones. And that's what's bringing this in, is start each fight with an indefinite Lion in Hate passive. Now, this is for only #Hydra. Lion in Hate is going to make them go indestructible passively when struck by a special attack 1 or 2. You're gonna see this, right? It says increases attack rating by the given potency, so it's 10%, get an attack rating, and is consumed when struck by special 1 or 2, and indestructible passive for the remainder of the special attack. You're gonna see this come into play. And one last thing, I know a lot of talking before we get the fight started. Spider-Woman, amongst other things, is now a #Hydra. So she is going to get the benefit of this. The first fight we're going to see here is this fight with Mr. Sinister. You know, I think he's amazing. Rank 3 champion, and personal disintegration debuffs deal 20% less damage. You're like, dude, that's not good. And gain 50% increase duration, meaning they're going to do more damage. So this is a rank 3. This is my rank 3 on my live account here. Mr. Sinister, we're going up against this 550,000 Winter Soldier. This actually ended up being one of the best places to just show all of these synergies together. We're going to play them really normally. This is PvE content, so we don't have to worry about limber or anything like that. I'm gonna go in, 2 combos and get our heavy going. And I want you to see this. We're gonna transfer over 10 bleeds right now. He was at 87% health when we landed that. You can see they're ticking for slightly less, but look how long this is staying up. I have not even paused. This is my first pause. From the first set, I'm able to go into a second one. That first set of 10 degens took him from, what was it, 87 all the way to 32, and we paused it twice. We paused it twice, and they were well on their way, well over 50% done when we got our first pause. And you can see that he could have significantly more health. We finally were able to set up one of these parry stuns and the hold heavy, getting that elongated pause. He could have significantly more health. It sounds like it's a net negative, but it's actually a massive, massive It's a massive pet. It's a massive net positive for Mr. Sinister and his damage, having them actually be longer when the longer duration is significantly larger than the potency decrease. All right, now we move on to Spider-Woman. I'm going to kind of let this play out. She's actually going to destroy this Scarlet Witch. And she has 2 synergies on this team. Really, really cool. With the one with Nick Fury, and there's something that benefits Fury too. This is a great team. When immune to one of her own Fury buffs, inflict 2 personal power stings. Now, this came up in a different format, but this came up for me in a fight against Enchantress on my rank 4 my rank 4 video, my rank ups, and Spider-Woman was destroying Enchantress, getting her power stings because Enchantress had a nullification aura, thanks to the geniuses on my Discord server pointing that out. So this feels very similar, but also while in the fight, she will count as a shield agent. So maybe some future stuff's coming our way, some cool synergies. Like I said, I've noticed Kabam putting this in more and more. And then the synergy actually with Zola against Mystic Champions, gaining a buff, inflicts a 50% concussion passive for 0.5 seconds, which cannot affect nodes. While in a fight, count as a Hydra. So with these synergies, she would count as a shield agent. She's naturally a hero, naturally with the synergy, a Hydra and a villain. And again, I'm gonna show that to you, why that really matters. She's amazing. Does she need any synergies? No, but she is actually a key. She's like one of the cornerstones, one of the ones that links Fury and Zola and all of these champions together. Really, really awesome. Now, here on the Zola side, this is the one that I think it really solves one of the things people talk about with Zola, right? Is that it's really tough to get the opponent in the corner. Sometimes the AI doesn't work with you. And I'm not saying that's not accurate. It actually is. but this helps you out tremendously in getting the defender in the corner, getting your heavies going. I want you to see this here. So what this is gonna do for Arnim Zola, this is the synergy with Spider-Woman. And also remember, Zola is Hydra. So remember that whole like passive indestructible I was telling you about? It's gonna come into play. So Arnim Zola, the final hit of Special Attack 1 inflicts a root debuff. Now remember, opponents with the root can't throw their specials. Special 3 they can, that's been updated a while ago, but not their specials. We're gonna use the special 1 lock. So after we finish a special attack, we're gonna inflict a special 1 lock on this Wolverine. This Wolverine has 400,000 health. He is going to be healing up tremendously. I want you to pay attention to a couple of things. One is what his health bar is at when we finally start the heavy, the disintegration damage, all that stuff. So we're just gonna go into play, and remember all the things are gonna happen when we throw our special 1. The lock is gonna come on, but also that root passive. So we're gonna throw this and watch. He is going to be rooted and special locked. And I'm pausing this because I want you to see, at the moment, Wolverine has basically started a heal that is ticking for 2,692. He has 400,000 health, and he is at 100% health. Watch Wolverine absolutely disappear and watch these synergies come in, and in my opinion, just literally handle what's considered to be one of the trouble spots with playing Zola. We've got the opponent in the corner, he's rooted, he's special locked. We can just go in to town. Look at the stack of disintegration we're having because Respect and Despair. Wolvie is not healing. Oh no, he got up into a special because I don't have collar attack, so I didn't get to my SB2 fast enough. If I was in collar attack, we would have been totally fine. He hits me with his special, and what happens? That whole like lion and hate passive comes up. We go indestructible, allows us to go right back in to our heavies, which again, if we throw a special, he gets rooted, he gets power locked or special locked, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Zola's laughing, I'm having fun. It's really, really cool. Like, I don't mind taking Spider-Woman along on a quest anyway. That's a lot of sarcasm there. I love taking her along and then being able to use Zola like that. Because remember, he's really good too. I will eventually get out showcases on him as well. But as I was making these rank ups, this synergy team just was like eye-popping to me. I needed you to see all this. Because remember, Red Skull's a part of this too. There's a whole nother tree. There's a lot of really awesome champs. You're gonna see variations of this because I'm gonna be doing the synergy videos again. Now you're like, dude, you're talking over the Fury part, and Fury's really awesome. Why are you doing that? Well, it's okay, it's okay. So on this one, this is with Spider-Woman. Nick starts the fight with 6 tactical charges when fighting a villain. And I know you guys are like, Hulk's not a villain, man. Well, I'm gonna show you a villain later. I wanted you to see what it looks like with class advantage because you are able to essentially just keep your tactical charges up. And why those are a big deal is at +5 charges, Nick's attacks just can't miss or be evaded. So this isn't a buff that's doing that. This isn't like a true sense buff or something. Nick's attacks just can't miss or be evaded. And you're like, dude, can you tie this together for me? Well, against Avengers, he starts with the 6 tactical charges. I'm going to show you him against a villain where he only starts with 5. But in order to show you an example of what it's like, how easy it is to keep up above 5 tactical charges with that sort of synergy. So now it's against villains or against Avengers. You got that. The synergy gives it to you against villains. I hope that wasn't confusing. Like I said, I'm going to show you against Juggernaut here at the end of all this. So now we're going in against Crossbones. So not only is Crossbones have that Hydra tag, so he would get that whole lion and hate passive, I believe it is called. But, and I spoke to you guys about this a lot when I did my top 10 skill champions and the best champions in the game. And I want to make sure I get this exactly right for you all, exactly right for you all. So we've got to go to Zola here. And what you're looking for is when our overrun is on cooldown, right? One of the difficulties of playing Crossbones is keeping up the Furies. And it's really not easy against Realm of Legends anyways. It's not a very aggressive AI. But if our overrun is on cooldown and we are able to land an intercept, we will get the pause. I think it actually already happened. I apologize, but I will call it out. I will go back and type it so you can call it out. It is phenomenal for helping Crossbones keep his Furies going, keep that going, keep the damage going, keep the ability accuracy reduction off of the defender. It is phenomenal. It is great. Him having a whole nother way to pause his Furies is huge, and his overrun's one of the main ways of doing it. So getting up the ability to pause them while that's on cooldown, but also with that Lion and Hate passive, you can go for an intercept when they have a special. Now remember, you're only indestructible, so if there's a dot that comes off of it, you're gonna suffer the dot once the indestructible is gone. But still being able to go for an intercept while they have their special, in case you really need to hold on to those Furies, it's phenomenal. I'm so pumped up to be able to use that in questing and things like that. And again, one of the best champions in the game. So Hydra tag, gets that passive, and also the passive indestructible, and also the extra pause when his overrun is on cooldown. So now here we are, we're going into kind of like the bonus stuff. Is I want, like I said, this is now the fight here against a villain. Obviously Juggernaut is a villain, and this was the one I was originally going to show you, but then the whole fight was just so eye-opening and I was having fun, so I went with that first. But I think what this does is it shows you, like, obviously Nick has no answer to Unstoppable. Come on, Kabam, put in another synergy. Is Agent Coulson coming? Maybe that's why we're getting the shield tags. That would be really, really cool. But, and that'll help Nick handle Unstoppable. Kabam's like shaking their head like, what does this guy want? But this champion in Juggernaut is going unstoppable. And you can see we are already up to 11 tactical charges. We are having absolutely no trouble keeping our tactical charges, meaning we can't miss, we can't evade. And yes, I am aware that Nick Fury in his second life will keep the tactical. I get all of that, and I understand, like, that is a really exciting way to play him. Trust me, I love playing him that way too. However, when I'm going through tough questing content, it's war, something like that, and I don't want to die, and I need to keep that second life for the insurance policy that it is. You tell me, did this damage look bad when against Hulk? Did this damage look bad? So being able to play Nick Fury in his first life with this synergy and easily counter miss and evade, I don't know. This is something we're going to reflect in the tier list. We already had him in the highest tier, but him as a 7-star, this sort of damage, being able to play him like that, I don't know. I think that is insanely, insanely powerful. I really love that synergy. I love being able to bring him along and just counter, miss, and evade. It doesn't matter. It's not class advantage. It's not ability. Actually, he just counters the whole damn thing. And then I really enjoy Spider-Woman. So I left this fight in just so I could kind of wrap up this video. This fight, this team for me, no joke, one of the greatest questing teams maybe ever, especially when you consider 5 champions and what they're handling. They're handling miss, they're handling evade, they have power stings, they have severe debuffs, they have all kinds of immunities with Zola, they have shrugging with Crossbones, and Fury's got it as well. They have ability accuracy reduction with Crossbones. They have extra tags for extra fights, or if quests ask for it, or that sort of thing. It's a phenomenal team. On their own, they are still the best champions in the game, and together they come and just form this amazing, like, Shield, Hydra, hero, villain team. It's amazing. Let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know people do. I know I have a lot of fun with it, so I'm going to keep doing them. But if you let me know, like, hey, could you cover this one, or any synergies for this champion, or any teams in particular that you'd love to see covered, let me know, right? One of the major points of having a channel is having fun with the video game. It should be a good time. So go out there, rank up these champions. You let me know what you think. Let me know what you think you got right. Let me know what you think you got wrong. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.